More than 40 years ago, the average house size was 1,000 square feet. Now it's 2,422 square feet. A McDonald's cheeseburger cost 30 minutes of wages. Now it costs 3 minutes of wages. There was 1 car for every 2 households. Now there are more than 2 cars for every 1 household. Nationwide, real U.S. GDP has more than tripled, or increased $8.9 trillion. Life expectancy has gone up by 8 years. Compared to 40 years ago, we make more money. We live in bigger homes. We have better jobs. And we live longer. Is life better? Are we happy?
Happiness. You either feel it or you don't. Sometimes you're happy and sometimes you're not.
Yes, I would say so.
Anyone can be happy.
I'm not sure.
Unless there's some sort of chemical imbalance, I think everybody can be happy.
Everyone has the potential to be happy. I think you can look at kids, and when they hear music, they start dancing. That's something that is innate into human nature.
I'm totally happy in God.
Happiness is fulfillment.
Happiness to me is when your soul feels very bubbly.
Happiness to me is contentment.
Happiness is enjoying family, enjoying friends.
Or just knowing that things are going well and there's nothing to complain about.
Just being somewhere with, someone you love and just sharing memories together.
Having a lot of love in your life and being reasonably close to nature and truth.
In the last 40 years, the divorce rate has doubled. Teen suicide has tripled. Recorded violent crime has quadrupled. And depression has increased tenfold. Last year, over 18 million users escaped into the virtual reality game Second Life. And globally, we play online games for 3 billion hours per week. Why? Are we escaping life? Are we happy?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Never had the time to think about it.
I don't think that people know what makes them happy anymore.
Because they kind of forget, just the little things.
I think it's because we focus on unimportant things.
They're too busy comparing themselves to everybody else. And everybody else seems to be happy in these devices, on TV, magazines. I think people don't appreciate what they have.
There's a lot of negativity all the way around in different aspects of life.
I actually think it's because people's expectations are much higher. We've got a lot more to aspire to.
But anyone can be happy.
Maybe there's a happy gene. I want one.
In the last decade, a science has emerged known as positive psychology. Positive psychologists ask this question: what actually makes us happy? Here are the shocking results. Bigger houses, more cars, where you live. Life circumstances are only 10% of your happiness. That's it, 10%. Genetics account for 50% of our happiness. What about the other 40? In the other 40% lies hope. Science reveals that 40% of our happiness is within our control.
You could see it as if you change your mindset, you could kind of try and be a bit more positive, have a more positive outlook.
I think you can do a lot to try and make yourself happier, and people can share ideas on being happy.
Be positive.
Maybe your perceptions can be taught, like to turn lemon into lemonade.
Stay positive.
You just have to force yourself to enjoy as much as you can.
Whatever happens, just realize that it's not forever and it could pass.
If you don't practice it, then when depression hits you, you wouldn't know how to get yourself out of it because you haven't been practicing just trying to be happy and trying to have a joyful spirit.
Well, a lot of my personal happiness has to do with being sort of okay with myself, and I think that that's something that can be learned or can be given to people.
I think people can be taught how to get to that state.
I believe people can learn to be happy no matter what situation they're in.
It's pretty easy to, you have like the basic necessities. It's pretty easy to be happy beyond that.
In fact, happiness can be learned. You can take action and engage in activities which are scientifically tested to increase your happiness. You can increase your optimism. You can increase the meaning in your life. You can improve your relationships. No matter what your life circumstance, you can be happier. Learn more at www.howtofindhappiness.com.